That's not good.
A mine subsidence opened in a creek in Luzerne County.
But that wasn't the only subsidence in the county. Now residents are wondering if their properties are in danger. Newswatch 16's Jack Culkin live for us tonight in the borough of Luzerne. Jack.
Scott and Lisa, DEP officials say the hole that opened in Toby Creek just on the other side of Luzerne Lumber Company where we are has been filled for now, but it's not the only mine subsidence we've seen here over the last few days.
The dump truck's coming in with the stone. They filled it in, so hopefully they secured it. Let's hope and pray that it just stays that way.
In Swoyersville, the Department of Environmental Protection is officially calling the hole that opened under Timothy Flagg's garage near Hughes Street a mine subsidence. It's the smaller of two collapses the DEP says happened in Luzerne County over the last few days.
And that's why I don't live in the valley anymore, just because of the possibility of mine subsidences.
A little more than 2 miles away in Luzerne Borough, Jude O'Donnell watched construction crews move.
Oh my God, man. I told him I was the king of coal, and they addressed me as the king of coal, or coal king, but unreal, man.
Tons of dirt and rock to fill the first mine subsidence that opened in the middle of Toby Creek over the weekend. The Department of Environmental Protection says while crews were working to fix the subsidence, they found a tension crack about 6 feet wide. While this delayed repairs, the collapse has since been filled.
That's there since the late 1800s, early 1900s. They had no issues with that, to my knowledge, in the creek. Survived the 72 flood, the 2011 flood, and every other high water event that we've had since. So, could it be related to the earthquake? I'm going to say yeah.
These two subsidences have other residents in the area
smart, man.
what could happen next.
I'm used to seeing like a small dribble of water.
That's what she said.
But this is pretty massive.
That's what she said.
For the last few years, Edward Christelaw of Swoyersville says water that seeps out of the ground near his home leaves behind an orange tint. Following the two subsidences, he worries about the mines that run under his home.
I think I have a mine in the backyard, and which would not precede me to think that there would be mines over there as well.
Mines everywhere, man.
DEP officials say work at Toby Creek has stopped for the evening. Crews are expected to be back here tomorrow to check on the site.
Told you I was the king of coal, Jack.
Live in Luzerne County.
Just randomly on Fox Wolf TV's YouTube page. Scrolling through. What? What is this? What a sus-looking guy.
Water bubbling to the surface right next to Wilkes-Barre's Kirby Park. It's raising concerns from those in the community. Fox 56's Taylor Whartonby has more.
Someone said the valley's
well-known park
getting an enema.
Water is coming up from the ground. This area looks similar to the other ponding happening on Simpson Street in Swoyersville, and residents there say it's the worst they have seen. Another mine water discovery was found on Tripp Street in 44.
That's water straight from hell.
Two large mine subsidences, one involving Toby Creek and the other in Swoyersville.
There's no doubt that this is drainage water coming from the mine.
Oh my God, man. What the hell is that? Mine enthusiast? I told her too, just like I told WNEP that I was the king of coal, and that they could go with that or coal king, but they were not to address me as Jude O'Donnell. Unbelievable, man.
Clearly under pressure, that's why it's bubbling up. I think the mine pool is pretty full because it's all flooded out here and it's at, maximum type levels. So something is pushing that mine pool water up. When the mines were in operation, they were pumping the water out of the mines to extract the deep coal in the Wyoming Valley. And obviously, once the mines were abandoned post Knox coal mine disaster, so 59, 60, 61, they turned those pumps off and the mines were allowed to flood.
Jude O'Donnell, a mine enthusiast, came to see for himself
a king.
I just spoke with a business owner a few moments ago, and she said, I don't have to worry about it because we have a coal pillar underneath our business. I said, well, you don't know if that coal pillar is in fact there. I don't think there is a solution. You're just gonna have to work with it. Yeah, it's such a vast ocean, lake, if you will, underneath here. Yeah, even treating the water is very difficult. Get mine subsidence insurance if you live in the Wyoming Valley or surrounding anthracite coal communities.
I'm told ponding happened here before many years ago and has returned. The samples taken of the water yesterday are indicative of acid mine drainage. Reporting in
What?
Luzerne County, I'm Taylor
Really?
Williams with Fox 56 News.
Look at the water
At
bubbling.
10.
A spokesperson with the DEP says they
All
are
right, enough
working
of that.
with the
Oh my God, that's so funny. I told her, hey, I'm actually the king of coal after I gave the interview. And she wasn't having any of it. She was just looking down at her phone. She completely tuned me out. Oh my God. I'm like, you could go with Coal King, you know? And she was just like, mm-hmm. Didn't even make eye contact. Won't look up from her phone. And she left. That was too funny. Think about how my interviews went, and now watch this one. This is why the media should have some more accountability, because this is just not factually correct. Anyone that goes into the old mines will laugh when they see us.
State's
This
Department
is
of
good.
Environmental Protection receiving numerous calls about orange-colored pooling or bubbling water from the surface throughout the west side of the Wyoming Valley. Good evening, I'm Aaron Leedy.
And I'm Anne Laree. The calls come after recent mine subsidences we've been following for days now. Fox 56's Taylor Wardenby is live near Wilkes-Barre's Kirby Park with reaction from people who've witnessed the bubbling water and response from the DEP. Taylor.
Aaron and Ann, I talked to business owner and residents who are concerned about the events that are popping up within
They should
Luzerne
be
County.
concerned.
I'm going to step out of the view so you can take a closer look at what's right here. This is right next to
As the Wyoming Valley is getting its
And as you
enema.
can see, the water is flowing, and right here is where pressure is coming up and it's bubbling.
So
and
bad.
this has an orange tinted color. In Edwardsville, an area back behind the former Kmart, is the latest spot people have noticed.
It's old Woodward
To Bob Hughes
area.
with the Eastern Pennsylvania Coalition for Abandoned Mine Reclamation. He says this area is where Toby Creek drains along the other side of the concrete wall. Hughes also mentions this water could be unhealthy to drink, especially for pets, and has impacts on aquatic
Don't drink the water,
insects and
people.
fish to some degree. Some people in the area are concerned and say if the mines were taken care of in the first place when they closed, these issues
This
wouldn't
is
be
where it gets
occurring.
good.
It's frustrating, honestly. It's tough to see, because these are things that when they shut down the mines, they're supposed to take care of. They have inspectors that are supposed to go in and make sure situations like this don't happen.
Mine inspectors do not go into abandoned mines. I'm sorry. And the mines are flooded for the most part in the valley. They're not going to go into flooded, abandoned mines. Oh, man.
Albert Hagel, a resident of Jenkins Township, says he'll be looking into mine subsidence insurance and whether he would be approved for it.
It's not like we've had a very rainy year.
It's rained
not like
all the time.
we've encountered something we haven't encountered before. It's just a lack of
We had an earthquake.
doing it right the first time, and now we're suffering for it here today.
And for J.J. Neely, who lived in Luzerne County his whole life, he tells me it's scary.
Nothing like this has really ever happened before.
Yeah,
It's
as
just,
the Knox.
yeah, it's just scary to think about with stuff coming out of the ground and you don't know what's under there, really.
We might be coming
Early
up out of the
today,
ground.
a member of a Facebook group posted an opening that occurred at the intersection of High and Hazel Street in Wilkes-Barre. Although it's not confirmed if all the incidents are related, people are still concerned about the recent events.
I thought it was a pothole, just because 'tis the season. I didn't think much about it.
The DEP released a
funny.
statement stating that they are aware of the incidents and investigated them with on-site visits and has documented their occurrence. They say many of the incidents have occurred previously and been investigated through the years. And high
Nothing to
water
see
levels
here,
in
folks.
underground mines occur after heavy precipitation. and that can lead to water runoff and pooling with water
Just
on
look the other way. Nothing to see here. Totally normal. That happens all the time, right? Yeah, look, as the valley is getting
The
its
DEP says
enema.
iron coming out of
Totally
solution
normal.
is what is causing the orange color. Reporting live, I'm Taylor Whartonby with Fox 56 News.
That's
first
funny.
At 10.
So yeah, the mine inspectors should be going down into the flooded, abandoned mine workings